The digital space is growing exponentially, and people now have careers as content creators and influencers. One organization is actually helping these entrepreneurs and other brands to grow their online presence and sales. To discuss the rise of the digital media strategy, we're joined by Pieter Groenewald from Nfinity Influencer. Goeiemôre Pieter, en hoe gaan dit met jou? Lekker om saam met jou te wees op hierdie Vrydagoggend. Is jy right? Is jy lekker soos 'n krak?
Ja, baie goed.
Ja, but
baie goed, dankie.
Nee, baie welkom mens. So, you know, I was just reflecting on when computers were introduced, and I know I'm going to reveal my youth. We were still doing MS-DOS and using the floppy disk, which is very strange. We might lose the 2000s, as it were, not understanding how far technology has evolved.
Yeah, no, for sure. If you think about it today, you do everything on your phone. You know, your phone is a work tool. It's your television. You just do everything on a phone these days. And I think that's what allowed the adoption of the internet and social channels to grow so quickly. It's because it's so easy to access it anywhere, any place.
Yes, but qualifications are important, you know, in a world where we've seen some even faking their qualifications, because you are required to prove that you are capable to do the job. You have the analytical capabilities, etc. But it doesn't seem so with the new trend of being influencers and not taking away from what they may have achieved academically.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything else. You get people that take it very serious and is doing phenomenally well in that space. Obviously, it's a combination of digital tools that you attach in the background to verify, like followers and things like that. But the individuals that do well in the creator space are professionals. It's a career for them. They call themselves creators, and on the back of that, they do exceptionally well. So yeah, it's just a phenomenal space to operate, and the growth has been just astonishing. How brands have moved to a place where they want to attach a human voice to their brand communication.
Yeah, so before we get into the business strategy and how we can all optimize our presence online, just reflecting on how professionals maybe take LinkedIn or other platforms, do you think that we are utilizing this service adequately, not only, you know, for comments or reacting to a certain post, but for professional reasons?
Yeah, I think a channel like LinkedIn is a very professional channel. People there can't hide behind not knowing your name or anything like that, because everyone there, LinkedIn actually got a full history of your career. So it's a very civilized environment. It works very well in the B2B environment. It helps individuals that they can elevate their professional profile beyond the people they meet in person. So I think it's a phenomenal channel for even young people to just establish their professionality and position themselves as a subject expert in that space. There the influencer mechanism on LinkedIn is much more aligned to employee advocacy, because that's where brands now allow their employees to talk on their behalf on that channel.
All right, so somebody watching and saying, you know, I'm a creative and I think in colors and I'm able to just really put together a compelling narrative or a story, but I don't know where to start, or I want to be an influencer as I've seen my peers or contemporaries doing. Where do you start?
So normally my advice to people is your starting point is pick a topic or a subject that you're really passionate about this, because you're going to engage around that topic and subject for a long time. And if you're an expert in that field, that makes it even better. And then what you need to start doing is start creating content around that topic, because you need to basically on a daily basis put out content around that topic that you've picked that will entertain people and grow your follower base over time. And it's a long process, you know, so don't stop after a week, don't stop after 2 weeks, continue for 6 months to a year, but just crafting content and then experimenting with content to see what is your audience really liking about it, what do they comment on. And that will take you in a direction where over time you'll one morning wake up and say, hey, now I've got a significant influence over a community. I own this channel, because that's essentially what it is. You're allowed to have a following behind you that you've got access to their eyes and ears. And yeah, that's my advice, is just start creating content on a regular basis.
All right, with consent of your clients, of course, with the Protection of Personal Information and Privacy Act, if you may just give us proof of concept to say, I have helped, for example, I might want to consult with you, Cindy Mabi, to spruce up her presence online or to utilize or optimize the space. So who are some of the leading brands, perhaps, that you had connected with entrepreneurs, if you would want to share?
Yeah, so if you're a creator, the big thing is it's almost impossible for yourself to be linked to brands. So there's tools and mechanism where you can go and register your profile. And then technology plays a big role in matching you to brand collaborations. But today we see almost on every media strategy that's out there, there's an influencer element into it. Because if you think about it, the influencer channel doesn't only give you access to an audience, it comes already with the content being created by the creator as well. So in a world which is hungry for content, which that's digital side of the world, it's really hungry for content, influencers solve those problems because they create the content on behalf of the brands and they distribute it to their audiences where they've got an influence. So it's essentially a mechanic for the old word of mouth, which was always the most powerful form of advertising around.